Hey!
How's it going?
How's it going, Ate?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, good start.
You guys done talking?
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
I haven't seen Ate in weeks, so
Oh,
I had to.
how are you doing,
oh,
Ate?
I'm doing all right. What are we doing?
Oh, hey! Welcome to the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 48. We had to look at you because Honor's not here.
Quattro Ocho.
There you go.
Man of many talents. Fully bilingual on that side of the table, as always. This is the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode 48. I am Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. On my left, with us, as always.
Hi, I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans! Perfect. That was perfect. Good job. And
You
next
got
to him,
the ones.
usually on the production side, we usually go with this cool little webcam. You see him on behind the computers. We have
Robert, a.k.a. Rob Dog, 1991.
Rob Dog, 1991.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, never do that.
No.
Never do that.
No,
that's
that's
not
not
okay. That is not okay at all.
He got so angry.
Never.
Everybody in the chat saying, hey, blah, 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 blah.
Based.
Okay,
Okay, Chris McElmore is done. As you can tell, Matt's hair grew out, so you
And
can't
he
call
also-
him. It's
I
not
got a
Matt
hat.
anymore
How can you
anymore.
tell? I'm wearing my PlayStation hat.
Nice, nice.
If you don't know how this podcast works, it is live on Twitch. If you're listening to us in the future, you can see it on YouTube on Mondays and listen to it on iTunes and iTunes and
Yeah, you can listen to it on Instagram, right? Yeah, that's great.
iTunes
Good
and
one.
what is it called?
Come on.
I want to say Spotify, but SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
It's
Too bad it's not
SoundCloud.
Spotify.
Guys, we've been gone for like a month now. It's been,
Is that an excuse?
yes, it is.
That's Matt today, all full of excuses.
Full of excuses. So Hunter says, glad we couldn't make it. Me and Ate be wearing the same shirt. That's true. So yeah, you can follow us on Casual Misfits Gaming on all those platforms. Twitter is CMG_Gamecast. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud, all Casual Misfits Gaming. What we do is we talk video games. We break them down. We give you the newest updates. We make fun of each other a lot. We get on a lot of rabbit trails,
Lots of them.
Tangents.
tangents,
Lots of rabbit trails.
rants even. And
Sometimes
that's it.
rants. Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, we ran.
What is? Okay.
Just jump into it.
You guys watch the chat. All right.
Yep.
We usually start off with, how's your guys' week's been? What games have you been playing
You go first, Ate.
in this long stead of CMG silence that we've had?
Okay.
my
It's
God.
been an up and down week for me. But yes,
That's what
my
I thought.
back hurts because I was underneath the steam well all day yesterday, and that's not fun. There was a dead rat there too. That was cool.
Did you name him? Did you guys become friends?
His name's Wallace.
It's just you and me, Wallace. Just us, bud. So what do you think's wrong with this steamroller? What'd you call it? A steamroller?
Steam table.
Steam
Yeah, it's a
table.
steamroller, because the
Could've been
Ate's
on the
underneath the steamroller with the dead rat. Yes.
That's how the
Listen,
rat
I
died.
watched Roger Rabbit, okay? He lived after he got hit by a steamroller.
Oh, man.
What's weird is like in my headset because they're saying I need to speak louder.
I
Is
can
that
just bump you up.
I sound loud?
That mic closer to your face, bro.
Put the mic closer to your face. That's what it is. Angle it.
His beard gets in the way. I know.
Yeah, it's a
annoying.
sound dampener.
Tell no James to speak louder. So what else?
All right,
what else?
how's that?
Much louder.
Okay.
Very good.
Very good, sir.
Okay, so yeah, up and down Wallace and
Up, down, Wallace is the key points.
yeah,
All right, what else?
and I played God of War.
Why would you do that?
Cause it's awesome. I
That's
like
the one-word review from Mate.
It's
no,
awesome.
no.
It's
We'll
awesome.
talk
I mean,
more
we're
about
going to
it
talk
later.
about it later.
we
Definitely.
are. We are.
No, it's I played God of War like almost exclusively, save for some Brawlhalla,
Yeah, we'll talk about that too.
and that's pretty much it. Just God of War.
All right.
Really?
It's God of War week.
Oh yeah.
All right. I
Yeah, surprised. But
mean, that's cool. I'm glad. That's a good game.
Yeah.
So far, maybe. I don't know.
you
We'll
came
talk about
prepared
it.
today. You came
This
prepared
is my
for
friend.
What did you name that?
what you name that?
Well, this is the Leviathan.
There you go.
Yeah, but what did
So
you
what
name
did you
it?
name it? It's yours. So what is it?
Pippin?
No, it's
Steve?
no, I forgot. It's
OMG LOL?
no, it's I don't know. I'll make up a name
I'm
later.
going to say Steve the War Axe. Okay, so
Steve the
Bonnie.
Warlock. What games have you been playing?
Oh God. So Radical Heights, super fun.
That's fun. We played that 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
our
for game night. I've been playing it on my own.
I did not
Getting
have
like
fun with
top
that.
5 every time.
Yeah, but
It's a fun game, dude.
I think it's because you're on Chris's team.
Yeah, there's that.
He got really quiet. Me and Robert had fun because we were playing together and working off each other.
Because the game does not do squads yet, so
Yeah.
it's just duos and
Just
singles, which
duos.
is kind of disappointing. But
Annoying.
anyway, yeah. So Radical Heights, I've been playing Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart on the Switch, a lot of fun.
Wait, when did you get a Switch?
I don't have one, but my girlfriend does, so I've been playing a lot of that.
Oh.
A lot of fun. Actually, Mario Kart is a lot better than I anticipated. The game is
It's
a lot
Mario
of,
Kart.
It's
I
just
mean,
it's way better than like the
In his
what
defense-
was it? What was the one that was on the Wii?
The
What was it
Wii
called?
one wasn't very good.
Was it like Mario Kart 7?
8.
7. No, Wii
'Cause-
U was 8.
Yeah.
Wii U was a good one.
The Wii U was the good one,
The Wii
yeah.
one was not very good. The ones on GameCube were awesome.
Double Dash.
Double
best one ever.
Dash.
So here is a oh god, I forgot about that.
N64 is the best one ever. But
Anyway,
Double Dash is
so
pretty
here's
good.
the big like aha moment. I played. Well, I booted up this Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on my PC. Very old game for anyone that's ever
yeah.
played it. I'm sure it was an instant favorite for most people that played it.
I miss all those old Harry Potter games.
I wanted to play 30 minutes of the game, maybe less, just to, see if it worked. I
And-
played 7.5 hours straight, and I beat the game. I even collected every wizard card in the game for nothing. Like,
Those were
because they start
achievement days.
they start the game and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, if you unlock all the wizard cards, you get access to this locked door. It's like the only door you can't get access to in all of Hogwarts. And you do it, and spoiler alert from 2002, if you haven't already played it.
Hold on. I mean, let's give some people some time. Just don't-
mute it if you've already heard it.
vague. Keep it vague. Skip ahead, guys, if you don't want to hear this. Go ahead.
So you get into the room, and it's just a gallery of more wizard cards. And I'm like, are you kidding? Like, I just spent an extra 3 hours collecting all these wizard cards. And it's just more wizard cards. And it just made me so sad. But I love the game. And you know what? It was like a good 7 hours of my life.
Coda from CA says CMG Switch Night. I'm down for that.
Oh, it was fun.
That sounds
yeah,
fun.
it's honestly a lot better. I
Get
gave
some
the system
Splatoon
so much
in.
crap, but it's a really good system.
Well, I'm out.
You were just an angry person.
Yeah.
No,
What if we
I'm
do
angry.
What if we do Super Smash Brothers?
Ooh.
I don't have a Switch.
Well, we will
You're
get
gonna
you one
get
for
one
that
when you
reason.
get Super Smash
Oh, well,
Brothers. Yeah, so we'll do it then.
Tell me, if they release another Pokemon game for the Switch, I'm buying it. Sorry.
I thought they are.
No, like one that's a legit Pokemon game, not like
yeah.
Detective Pikachu. I mean, like a real game.
Like a Pokemon Stadium 64.
Oh God, if they did that,
Yeah.
oh man, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. Pokemon Stadium Infinity.
His honor says could have spent them 7 hours playing The Last of Us.
You know, I could have, but I'm gonna stand by. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is a better game, Honor. I'm sorry.
So the game holds up. That's all I'm saying.
It holds up. It holds up. You know what? 16 years later, and it's still good.
Yeah, you got wizarding cards in Last of Us.
You know, we
Didn't
talked
think
about
so.
Hall of Fame games. That needs to be in
Chamber
there.
of
Chamber of
Secrets.
Secrets, Hall of Fame.
Easily top 22.
Easily. Anyway, go ahead, Matt. What have you
Such a
played this week, Matt?
What did I play this week? I played some PUBG. Played some Brawlhalla. And then there was a whole lot of not gaming. Oh, I played some Rocket League with Jude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was getting mad at me because you know when like you have to score
Yeah.
I mean,
If
that's
you
the
ejected
point of
because
the game.
because
yes.
the opportunity presents itself, like there's a cross
Oh, God.
or
Were you
there's a
stealing
pass.
his shots?
No, I wasn't doing what I do to Ate.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Ate
No.
is purposely stealing his shots.
Like, dude, he's a kid.
He
It's
just
annoying.
wasn't around, and somebody crossed it, and I saw it, so I was kicking it in, like
And
you
it wasn't
do.
him, so you got
And
upset.
it wasn't him, so he was like, "Dad, it's my turn to score." And I'm like,
Because that's how pro
That's
teams.
how pro
That's how
teams
pro
work.
soccer teams
and
do
I'm
it.
like, I'm sorry, kid. There was
They draw lots
Yeah.
before. Okay, you go first.
I'm like, there's 30
You're
seconds
last.
on the clock, and we had to score. We're tied. And he's like, but it was my turn to score. Okay, I'll let you get the next one. And then because I'm playing the game, and another opportunity presents itself, and I take the shot, and he was like, Dad, it's my turn to score. And I'm like, I'm sorry. So we won the game. He wasn't happy that we won. He wanted to score.
Okay.
So the next game, I'm like, okay. And I choose the team that we always pick. This little guy, he's like, mm-mm. He goes to the other team.
Oh.
Oh, no.
He goes to the other
Oh,
team,
no.
and he's like, I'm like, did you pick the other team? He's like, yeah, because I want to score.
Moral of the story is your dad lies.
Oh, 4-year-old freaking didn't want to be my team because he wanted all the scoring opportunities. I'm like, okay. So of course I beat him.
Good stuff. Good
Because
stuff.
he's got to learn a life lesson.
So PUBG, Rocket League.
And then I played because I knew I would be a horrible podcast host coming in to talk about our Nitty Gritty. If I hadn't played the game that we're going to be nitty gritting about, right? Right, Robert? That'd be a dumb thing to do, right?
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
Yeah.
You're right.
So,
I mean, like,
what I did was I jumped in God of War last night because I finally got it. And yes, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But
Good.
was jumping in.
I was hoping somebody here would have played
Yeah.
it.
because it would be a really quiet nitty gritty if only
No, it'd
Ate
just be-
played
it'd
it.
just me-
Ate
just-
just be like, you know what, the
Story
game's...
time with no jeans.
That'd be a good segment.
Is the
actually.
story over? Because I don't know if it started. Anyway.
So Hunter said that boy is a chip off the old block. True. Coda says someone's a ball hawk. Man, I was just taking the cross, man.
No, you're a ball hog.
Yeah, you know what? I could see that.
Yeah. So, I meant to play only like an hour of it last night to get my feet wet.
That never happens.
No, I was 12:30. I was finally turning it off. So I'm a little
you
tired
had a Chamber
today.
of Secrets moment where you just played a lot of the game?
Yes, but better.
But better. Got
Because
it.
it was God of War.
Okay, fine.
An actual good game.
Expelliarmus, man.
Yeah.
What?
Whatever.
What'd you say? Okay, got
There
it
you
right.
go.
I thought I just heard Spelliarmus.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
like,
heard too.
Of course I said the E. Come on.
And you missed the X the first
You know what?
time.
I don't like you guys. I said it. If you can't hear me, I don't care. Whatever. It's a fun
Anyways,
game.
so what do we
Oh, we got to move into what we did this week gaming.
well, no, we
we're still
did.
going?
So game night or
Game
Mod
night?
Monday was Smite. You played Smite. How was that?
Fun, except I dropped frames like crazy because my
Internet sucks.
Sucks.
So
But yeah, that's why I don't get to stream
Monday
anymore.
nights, if you guys want to see not the podcast and just people playing, we turn it over to our mods to play on our channel on Monday nights. Tuesday nights we do our game night where we make sure all of us get together for one night a week and we play. So this week we played Brawlhalla.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a lot of if you don't know what Brawlhalla is, it's like a Super Smash Brothers style platforming fighter.
And it's free.
And it's free.
And Jude got to play.
And Jude, we had a special guest challenger. Jude got to jump in with us, and nobody kind of targeted him, and then he started fighting more, and it was cool. He got in there. There was one highlight for me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was one highlight for me, and this was when we were playing a game, and Jude he'd been getting like a kill a game, right? And we're playing. Well, how many stock lives were we playing? 4 or 5?
5, I think.
5. And I hear Ate say, he like under his breath say, every single one of my deaths were to Jude.
Oh my God,
And
I
like,
remember that.
Yeah, so I heard it, but like I just kind of like laughed and put it away. And then we're playing, and I'm like, "Where's Ate?" He's like, "I'm out." I'm like, "Wait, hold the phone. Wait, you're telling me that all 5 of your deaths were to your 4-year-old nephew?" And he's like, "Yep."
Like I said,
Okay.
it was an up and down week.
In Ate's defense,
It was an up and down week.
in Ate's defense, though, Jude was spamming one of like the kind of annoying moves with.
So he was playing like Chris,
Yes.
Yeah.
except for he's 4. I'm gonna give it to him.
I mean,
Also,
yeah, I'll give it
Chris
to him.
was
I know
being
Jude.
annoying,
Jude
too.
learned one really good combo and he went crazy with it, and he beat Ate 5 times. So I mean, and then Chris was jumping around the map a lot. So was I.
Yeah.
But
So what
And
was
then-
funny? It
and
was
then
like
the last match, Chris just goes after me like
constant. Yeah.
like he was
He
only
does
going
that.
after me.
he targets one person a game. Usually it's me, but he usually targets. So like, what's funny is when you and Chris are the last people alive. It's like watching the cartoon. Remember where like Tweety Bird is being chased by Sylvester and Sylvester's being chased by the bulldog. It's literally I'm watching you chase Chris because you're running around. I'm trying to chase you to hit whoever's going to come in my path. So you got to come back. So it's just like running around. I'm like, can you guys stop running? And then like I just hit whoever happens to cross my path. But you guys are like in this constant have to chase each other. Like
well, because Chris always picks a scythe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Nix.
Every single character. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sorry, Chris.
Zoner says that Jude was playing smart.
Yeah, he was. He was. He really was.
Anyway, so that was
He was exploiting a move that was getting kills, so that's
yeah,
smart.
It was a fun Brawlhalla, and of course Zoner has sympathy because chainsaw. So,
Yeah.
anyways, let's get into this week in gaming news.
Twiggen.
Bam!
Or we like to
Twiggin.
call it
I like it.
Twiggin.
Twiggin. That's awesome.
Twiggin.
Oh, Chris can make us a Twiggen shirt.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Chris, get on that.
Twiggin shirt.
E3 schedule was released. E3 is coming out coming back in June. If
As
you don't know what
always.
E3 is,
Didn't they say it was rescheduled? I think the article said something about rescheduled, so
Can you bring
maybe.
up the article?
Yes, sir. Maybe they had planned for a different day, and then if you feel like you're hearing the same sound, it's just Matthew.
That's just me stuck.
You're not. There's nothing wrong with your ears. It's
We gotta give him a reboot.
That was me stuck. No, I don't think
Someone's like messing with you. You're like, what is that noise? Someone ringing the bell? Gosh.
I don't know. I don't think it was just whatever.
Okay, never mind.
Anyways, I just realized I didn't only open any of these articles before we started, so that was smart.
That's good.
Like I said, we've been gone for a month, people.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Matt hasn't
Not a
read
month.
anything, so
2 weeks.
whatever.
Because we were in Vegas.
that's right.
Then we
were
came
in
back
Vegas.
and we had to set up the whole studio
Anyway,
again.
continue. So E3.
Anyways, E3 schedule has been announced. I love when it gets announced because then I can kind of, as nerdy as it is, plan my weekend around when I need to be near a streaming device to stream this
So when is E3, Matt?
E3 starts on Saturday, June 9th, and goes. They're asking in the chat.
Mhm.
Okay, goes till June 12th, I believe. No,
The 9th to the
to the
12th?
14th. It goes to the
5
14th.
days, so 9 to 14. Got it.
All the
Every
press
year it gets
conferences.
longer.
All the press conferences. It's like through the 12th is when you're going to see the press conferences, pretty much.
Okay.
So, and here's your big ones, the ones that they've announced so far. Your EA, your Electronic Arts, where you're going to get your FIFAs, your Maddens, that's going to be Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what that is in claw time, but
The only time that matters.
yeah,
Well, what time was it?
Pacific Standard.
No, what
11.
time? 11. So it would be 7 o'clock his time
Okay.
in the
Good.
evening.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry.
Wow.
Well, no, he can probably watch him then.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Clark.
Sunday, you got your Microsoft and Bethesda.
Who isn't Microsoft in a whole other center, too?
Wait, Zonner's going to be in Florida during that time?
Well, I guess Zonner isn't going to E3.
What's in Florida, Zonner?
Well,
I'm kidding.
besides our
I know what's in Florida. I'm just kidding.
grandfather, just whatever.
What else
But it's
we got?
E3, guys.
We have also, then Monday is your Ubisoft and Sony. And all these shows are like the first one's at 1 and the other one's at like 6:30. Ubisoft says 1 and Sony is evening expected,
So
but
Sony
not
gets
announced.
the last spot?
The best spot.
Yeah,
They
that's
get
what I'm
the
saying.
best spot.
That's what I'm saying. The final, like the late day.
Yeah, Nintendo is going to be in the morning of Tuesday, June 12th.
Nintendo's like 2 days later, like, whatever,
Yeah.
guys. We'll clean it up.
Sony's the one I usually
But
make sure
What's
I'm-
the cool thing about Nintendo that's going to be happening at E3?
Now, this is the cool thing and why we need to make sure we're going to be there. Because Super Smash Brothers is going to be playable on the floor of E3.
What?
Let me tell you something. He's so confused.
He doesn't like that they're duplicated. I like that they're duplicated.
He wanted the E3 symbol to be in the middle. By the way, if
I-
you don't know what E3 is, I started saying that, but I didn't get back to it. It's the what does it stand for? Electronics
I just read this last
Yeah.
night, and
Electronics Entertainment. I don't know, something. Anyways,
Wait,
but
I have
it's the
Go to
biggest
a
gaming.
birthday party that day?
Are you serious? Okay, we're in a podcast. Anyway,
sorry.
continue. Who
What
cares
do you
about
mean you're
birthday
going
parties?
to a
Guys,
birthday party?
oh my God. So there's going to be Super Smash at E3, which is the exciting part.
Yeah, Super Smash Brothers.
Someone is also having their birthday, kudos, but Super Smash Bros. E3 here.
I don't know whose birthday it is, but it really doesn't matter at this point. They don't. Yeah. So Super Smash Bros. So E3 gaming convention. That's where you play all the games either before they're out or if you want to try them, and they're just out and you don't know if you want it. It's where we go play Gran Turismo every year, same as PSX, and
And this guy causes a
causes
12-car
pile up.
Hey.
We're not bitter at all. Don't worry. Keep going.
They're just mad because I won. That's all. They're mad because I
That's
lapped
what it
them
is.
by 11
Kegman,
seconds.
Electronic Entertainment Expo. Well, we had to put our car to the auto body shop, and they had to
Oh.
fix it before we could get back on the track to race you.
I don't think that's how it happens.
essentially.
I think we all kind of stopped at that moment, and I just pulled ahead and never let go. Anyway, thank you, Kyle, by the way, because now I understand that E3 stands for 3 E's. Good stuff.
Wait, did you really not know?
I never clicked until right now.
What did you say?
He did not know that it was electronic entertainment.
Well, you guys
Expo.
didn't know until
I
2 minutes
literally
ago.
said, what does it stand for again?
And you were just quiet.
You were just
Oh,
quiet.
I didn't hear you ask.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God! How? You could hear everything we
I
say.
was looking at this.
This son of a... All right.
Ate's senses are so selective that when he's looking at everything mutes out. Just
Everything mutes out. So apparently
Sorry?
you're going to a birthday party during E3. It's going to happen.
Babe.
But yeah, so that's your schedule. Tune in wherever you want. Claus saying, I can't wait for the press conference and Nintendo video. Ha ha ha.
What if he's being honest?
Zoner says, hold on to your wallet. That's true.
E3. Oh,
somebody tried
tell the story.
Somebody tried stealing my wallet the last E3.
Chased him down?
That was awesome.
They ran by and stole it off the table outside our Yard House.
You've never seen Ate run? It's a sight to behold.
Yeah, and I chased him down an LA city block, and I didn't know Ate was following me. I didn't know. I was just chasing this guy. And
Ate's like, I got you. Don't worry.
The guy,
I'm getting there.
The guy almost got hit by a car running across the street, ducked into a hotel, and then he came out, and we were there waiting for him. And, yeah, we got our wallet back. So that's the abridged version. I don't want to go into the whole thing, but
you got your wallet back.
So
that's important.
I like running through traffic. That was fun.
Claude wants to know, will Robert beat Last of Us before the Sony conference?
You know what, Claude? No. Now it's a vendetta. No, it's not going to happen. Now I'm just never going to play it because you guys are just giving me too much crap for it. Now it's just, you know what? No, it's on my do not play list.
Senor Leche says CMG.
Oh, Senor Leche. Sorry, guys.
Leche?
We like him a lot.
We like him a lot.
He's okay.
Good guy.
He's a pretty cool guy.
We like all of you, though.
That's true.
Some more than others.
So what's next in our news? What's next? What are we going into now?
What we're going to go to is PETA is at it again. Let me tell you. Everybody knows what PETA is.
But what are the viewers
And I don't mean
think
the
it's
pockets.
About?
I don't mean like the PETA pockets where you
can
those
are good.
You
those
fill
are good.
it with some meat and lettuce and probably some ranch or tzatziki sauce or something. You know, I don't mean that PETA.
You need PETA from the Hunger Games?
Oh, that's exactly what I meant. No. What I mean, let's see if I get this right. What's their actual?
Nobody knows.
No.
Anyway, it's
people for the ethical treatment of animals. So they're the people that get mad when you
kill a spider,
sneeze near a dog or something, right? Like it contaminates the dog. They're those people. They're like
a PTSD for the dog.
Yeah,
the dog doesn't know what's going on. It's going to remember that sneeze for the rest of its life. So anyway,
I'm sure they have some things.
It's got to be a serious issue, right? It can't be. It can't be something ridiculous, but
you have to know that they have things that they're probably mad at that are true. You know, cruelty for animals. I'm all for that. Don't be douchebags to animals. But what they're mad about is the new game Far Cry 5. Now, Far Cry 5 is a pretty brutal game as games go. Is Ate paying attention?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. It's a pretty brutal game as far as games go. There's parts where didn't you say a dog is killed?
Yeah, so the game, you can honestly, I saw videos online because I was curious.
Yeah.
You can light animals on fire, you can kick cows around, and the thing that they focus on though
is fishing,
because
there's things in this game that show how bad the society is and how just corrupt this society is and how they have no value for life. The one thing they get mad at and start going against is the relaxing part of the game where you're fishing. And what he had said was,
today, Junior.
Today.
I mean,
fishing means luring fish into a trap, exposing them to fear and
shortness
of breath for minutes to hours, as well as to antagonizing death, struggle before being killed, often cut alive.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
This is what they're coming after. Not that you can light dogs on fire.
I literally saw a guy throw a Molotov into a room and 5 burning dogs run out of it, and this is what they're going with.
Yeah, this is not the thing that's in Zelda and Pokemon and all these games where you can fish in it. Final Fantasy.
No, Bass Pro Fishing.
Not the fact that
whatever.
In this game you can kill people in whatever fashion you want and make it as brutal as possible.
You've been fishing in Pokemon since day one.
Day one. It's the fact that they put fishing in Far Cry 5.
Can you read that description one more time about what did they say?
Fishing means luring fish into a trap, exposing them to fear and shortness of breath for minutes to hours, as well as to antagonizing death struggle before being killed or often cut alive.
So is there any research that fish actually feel fear?
I don't know.
I like when them get bitten by a great white or something. Then they'll change
they're probably pretty afraid. I mean, yeah, but
today we know that a fish is somebody, not something, and it is
this is PETA still.
And it is an indictment to promote fishing. Fish are curious vertebrates and with individual personalities. So
So
Why
if you
don't
give a
they-
man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, and you just taught him how to commit mass murder. So good job. That's damn.
So do they go after was it Rapalla's fishing too, or just
It's
doing
just
this
their
Just this game.
They're
This game is just
this.
so because they couldn't. See what bugs me is they could have picked anything else from this game. Anything else.
Anything
It
else.
took me
There
5
are-
seconds to find serious horrible things done to animals in this game, and they pick fishing.
They picked the one thing, and it's promoting violence. Now, let's see what the chat says. Let's see if they agree with PETA. They're on PETA side, and PETA lovers over here.
I like Claw's comment.
Claw says PETA will be the next bad guy in Far Cry 6.
And look at Claw's it's unsustainable fishing. That's why it's wrong. Because they're not fishing. They're not catch and release. They're keeping the fish. So
Dang it.
that's the line. Cross the line.
How dare they?
But if you catch and release, do the fish now have PTSD?
Last note says, let's ask Mr. Limpet. If you don't know
It's
that movie, it's old
movie.
Don Knotts movie, Mr.
Yeah.
Limpet. What's the full title? I don't remember.
Sorry, that's definitely before my time.
Senor Leche, thank you for subscribing at the Tier 1 sub level.
Yeah.
You're
Thank you.
awesome.
Senor Leche, what's up, mobile?
Let's see what else. So that's it. So, Ate, I'm sure you have pretty strong views that are pretty well in line with PETA. Could you defend them for a little
Well, I
bit?
mean, obviously they are in the right. There's common knowledge that fish hooks, when the fish is actually hooked by the fisherman, those hooks actually take out the fish's soul. And
then they can't go to fish heaven.
and if you see the problem too there.
Oh, you
since
got the Dementor hooks. That's what
yeah.
it is.
So,
Mentor hooks
so those
flying
hooks
everywhere.
hold on to all these fish's souls. So when you catch and release, you're throwing that fish back without its soul,
Oh my god.
and it has to go back to its school and just be a mindless
it just swims
automaton.
It
around.
doesn't remember anything. It has
Yeah.
no soul. It's just
Just a vegetable.
this vegetable fish.
Yeah.
I used to be somebody. I was a something.
Well, I mean, at least in this game, they're cutting the fish's misery, right? Like they take its soul and then they end it.
No, that's even worse
Oh,
because
no.
the hook has the soul. So
So
now
they-
that fish can't go to fish heaven.
Yeah, there's no fish heaven. Oh no.
Thank God they didn't put bears in here that were fishing because they're brutal. They
Not all
rip the,
fish go
they
to
rip
heaven,
the
guys.
fish
Oh,
to
yeah.
shreds. Like
Jeez.
when
Yeah,
they're
but they
doing-
don't use the anti-soul hooks.
So they're probably better than us.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably what it is.
See, bears are the natural way to send fish to heaven.
All right, so
God.
obviously we firmly agree with PETA. Take fishing out of Far Cry because it's
Come on,
inhumane.
guys. It's
and
unnecessary.
You're promoting negativity and hate, and there are definitely no other causes in this world that we could rally against that are more important than this.
Now, if you use a net, though, that works.
oh, if you
Oh,
use a
because you
net.
don't use the hook.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
Okay.
then they just suffocate. So it's different than
That's
taking
fine.
out their soul.
No, that's fine. You're right. You're right. You're right.
If you pour bleach in there, it's like an instant kill.
Oh, see, it's way
So,
better.
yeah.
What if I
It's
use
more
What
humane
if I
that
use
way.
a stick of dynamite?
Oh, that's instantaneous.
That's the
So
only
that's even
thing.
better.
That's even better.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
So
That's how you
PETA,
make-
You're not going to eat
that's
any
how-
fish, but
so Far
No,
Cry.
that's how you make tuna salad.
If you're listening, Ubisoft, if you're listening, use sticks of dynamite in your fishing, and then it'll be okay. There's no
and
issue.
Zoner says, "I want sushi now." Agreed.
Well, you're
Let's-
6, Honor. Stay away from sushi. Not yet.
Yeah,
Soon.
don't make my sushi, Zoner.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right, so next.
So PETA, they're amazing.
News about our favorite game.
Oh yeah. Now this is interesting. PUBG. You guys know how PUBG works. We play it all the time. If you don't know how PUBG works, it is player-unknown battlegrounds. It's a battle royale. You get dropped on an island and you skydive to a point that you want within reach of the flight path that changes every
I
time.
think we've all played Battle Royales, but yes.
Yes. Well,
yes.
for anybody listening that's new and maybe doesn't know what these are about, I just had to explain to somebody yesterday. They didn't-
Serious?
Yeah. So
Oh, remember that guy at Vegas that we had to explain what PUBG was?
Exactly.
And he was
So-
like working at the video game booth. It's like, how do you not know this game?
Exactly.
But anyway, yeah.
So there are people out there that are still under a rock on these kind of things. And then you have to pick up items, find them in crates, in houses, on hay bales,
On other people.
find guns, find the ammo for the guns, find the scopes, everything.
Armor.
And basically survive
Backpacks.
to trying to be the last person alive out of 100 as the map slowly closes in on itself.
It's the Hunger Games.
It's the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
So now you're all informed. They're doing an update, which I'm not sure I agree with. Actually, I'm kind of bugged about. They're transferring the level 3 helmet, which is the highest level you can find. And when
Which
you
is
find
this
it
helmet right here.
One that's
right here, right there.
that
Yep.
one. That helmet. If you're listening to us, there's a picture behind us of
me.
the helmet.
There we go.
We're pointing at it. Yeah.
So that's the that helmet right there. You can take a sniper shot to the face, and you're like, "Pting! What now?" So
I mean, your helmet might break, but
yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah, and
so,
SKS isn't taking you down in one headshot. So you can find it, and they're really hard to find. It's not like they're dropping everywhere. They're hard to find.
And I kind of find one every 3 games, though.
Yeah.
But that's still, you find 10,000 red dots every one game.
You're right.
So they're now making it even more difficult to find because they're only going to be available now in the drop boxes. The drop boxes are the airdrops that come from an airplane flies by every, like 2 minutes or something, or like 5 minutes.
Depends on where you are, but yeah.
And then they drop a crate, and that crate is like ground zero to get killed because everybody watches it and waits for you to go to it, and then they freaking wreck you.
But it has the best items in the game.
Yeah.
We're talking about AWMs. We're talking about like just really good
ghillie
items.
suits.
Ghillie suits, which actually work.
Yeah.
By the way, except for on the Xbox, as far as running to it, because I started playing the Xbox version.
I'm sorry.
And I started game sharing with Brandon, and he had it. So I started playing it. I have gotten more drops than I ever have playing my
Maybe
entire
people on the
career.
Xbox just don't get it. They're like, oh, look, something's falling from the sky.
No, because
Whatever.
like it's just, I don't know what it is. Like I just run to it, grab it, and
just a different
run away.
culture.
Like it's a different
on
thing.
PC, it's like you camp it.
Yeah, everybody camps it
and
and
you're the
shoots.
loser that goes first. You're gonna die. Like it's just gonna happen.
The amount I've gotten, like almost every other game, I get a drop, and sometimes I get multiple drops in one game. Like it's different culture, completely different, weird. So, they're moving the level 3 helmets to the airdrop. So anybody that plays PUBG, if you're wondering why you don't get a helmet anymore,
That's why.
you have to go to the drop, which means you're not going to find them nearly at all anymore. Like, because the drops are random too. What's in the box?
Yeah. Well, hopefully, the drop rate for the level 3 helmet will be higher than other things.
I'm guessing
That would be better, or else you're just never going to see them. But in my eyes, if they're going to do that to the level 3 helmet, they should also be doing that to the level 3 vest. If we're talking about level 3 armor, and you're going to be putting only one piece of level 3 armor in the crates, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like if they're going to do it, then do it. But at the same time, I don't think it should be a crate item.
Yeah. The only thing I could say is I've had less trouble killing somebody with a level 3 vest than I have with a level 3 helmet.
Yeah.
Maybe that
Because-
means lower the defense rating on the level 3 helmet rather than throwing it in a crate.
Yeah, I could see that because
know?
that level 3 helmet, I've gotten 2 headshots on it with an SKS and somebody.
Yeah, but a level 2 helmet
And-
is like
Yeah,
just
and
whoosh,
a
you're done.
level
Yeah.
3, it's just like, can you down already, please? Like,
How's it going, Wicked Minds?
what's up, Wicked Minds?
Wicked Minds.
He said, hey, everyone at CMG. So, yeah, they're doing that. You said there's some other differences they're doing in PUBG as well?
Yeah, they're adjusting the some of the rifle stats because they realize that a lot of people just pick up that one rifle that they like. So I'm guessing they're trying to balance it out a bit more so you can actually use different rifles.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Interesting.
Because everybody has a preference. Like I like the M16 or the Scar.
Which one is the burst fire? M4?
M16.
M16. I like the burst fire one too.
Yeah.
I like it better in Xbox than I do on the PC.
Really?
Yeah, it seems to hit harder. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Yeah,
See,
there's little differences that I was
I
noticing.
don't like the M4 because the automatic is just unless you have like,
All the
a
stocks, yeah,
you're,
yeah.
it's going to be all over the place. And
Yeah.
Same thing with the AKM. But yeah.
Yeah, most of the rifles I just keep on single fire.
So
Single or burst. Yeah.
So the
that's it.
Xbox version, I played it. The first night I played it, I had 0 issues with fluidity, frame rates, things loading in. I actually had a lot of fun playing it. I just knew it was different.
Yeah.
The draw distance is nowhere near as good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
literally we ran around the entire map. Like I didn't have to start hiding until the circle was really close. I'm like, okay, like you're just running around the map. The second time I played it, the second night I played it, oh my gosh, all the horror stories that I've heard about the game happened in one night.
Okay. What happened?
Buildings not loading in.
Oh, no.
Go into a building and there's nothing in there, literally nothing. And all of a sudden, boom, hey, like you're in a kitchen. Like
Yeah.
all of a sudden there's all the cabinets, frame rate issues.
You're in a kitchen.
Yeah, literally. Like I didn't know what room I was in. All of a sudden, boom, stove. Oh.
Like, oh look, none of the doors loaded here.
Yeah.
How do I get out?
Frame rate was just horrible. I'm telling you, it was not going over 20
Was
the
it a
entire
server
time.
issue then?
It has to be.
Because that doesn't make sense that it would perform
telling
well
you,
once.
it
and then-
has to be a server issue. It can't be the Xbox just can't handle because one night it was perfect.
Okay.
and the other night it was not.
Here's another thing. If they're using Xbox servers, what other game has 100 people on a server at once?
Yeah,
Xbox.
exactly. Fortnite. Yeah.
Fortnite, but that's... Who
Yeah.
knows? And actually,
So maybe
Fortnite,
it's
they may
that.
even be using Epic servers for Fortnite.
Yeah, they're
Because I doubt that PUBG servers are large enough
Yeah.
to do Xbox and PC at the same time. So whatever servers they're using can't handle it.
So
all the time.
Ozonner's saying he's never had that happen. I had like
Well,
every
he's also using the
X.
Xbox
One X. So every horror story I've heard online or from friends, like Corey won't play the game because he's had these things happen to him while he's playing. Like he's shown me videos. I don't know, but I experienced them all the second night. That doesn't mean I'm not going to play it. I'm going to go try it again because I did have one good night of just fluid. Like
Okay.
I had zero issues besides it's a different game. The draw distance and everything.
Well, all right.
But yeah.
Yeah, so that's the news for PUBG.
Yeah, that's my rundown on PUBG on Xbox.
Good stuff.
All
Don't
right.
play it. Good stuff.
Don't play it.
CMG said it first. Don't play it.
Speaking of Xbox, they have now announced. Is it out yet? Before?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be.
It's going to be. They are bringing Discord support to Xbox.
Little heart.
So
I'm actually happy about this. Go ahead, Ate.
so basically what they're doing is
It's
they're
going to be great.
Mhm.
how's that?
Now we can... Our game nights, man.
No. So the way this is working right now, and I'm going to tell you,
You're going to be mad.
you're-
Thinking of
you're going to be pissed.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
All it is right now is it's in the early access, the Xbox access thing, and all it does right now is just you can link your Discord
Okay.
account, and it just tells you if somebody's on Discord online and what game they're playing. It's not even the chat functionality. So it's like, why do you have it?
even bring this?
So
This is almost as bad as Nintendo Switch releasing their voice chat option
yeah, I'm
with
sure
a third-party app on a cell phone. Like, this is...
So
at
this
some
is-
point they will actually include the chat.
Watch Xbox is like, yeah, you can chat with your friends using your phone.
So
Yay.
all this is literally, as
It's
I'm reading
so
it right
dumb.
now, all this is just a
Notification thing.
No, it's a sync your contacts between your Discord and your Xbox
But
Live.
you can't talk to them.
No.
You can just see that they're there.
You just and what
And
it probably
see what they're
does.
playing.
Well, yeah,
On
and probably
PC?
allow you to
Both.
go. Probably allow you to go. Okay. I
What the
have
hell's
them
the
on-
point? You can see what your friends are playing on Xbox Live anyway.
Because so the only functionality of this is if you don't have the same friends as on your Xbox as your Discord, you can now have those same friends on your Discord on your Xbox. You can add them because you're like, okay,
yeah, but you
but if you add them on Xbox Live, you can.
yeah, just use another app to do it. Yeah, that's great.
So yeah, so literally all it is a syncing of contacts.
I wonder if
That's
it's because
all it is.
Xbox doesn't want to let go of their voice chat. And they're like, you know what? No, we're not going to let you guys use Discord. But hey, at
Yeah.
least you guys can see who's on Discord.
Yeah, that's dumb. It's.
I was
Yeah.
really excited about this.
Yeah.
And now I'm
and
not
I
at
I
all.
knew you were.
I was
Yeah.
actually excited too until Ate told me this.
I
I'm
was like, oh, wow, we can use this on game night. We can all chat without
Nope.
having to do this weird.
It's
nope.
a tease, is what it is.
Nope.
tease it.
Nope.
That's dumb.
Oh, that's stupid. Okay, can we
What
move
does-
on?
what
Because
does
I'm not even happy about
What
this.
does the
I'm just
chat
really
have to
bummed
say?
right
What does
now.
the chat have to say?
Data mining. I don't know
Zonner
if that-
says maybe merge them.
know what data mining is.
Well, Klaus said maybe it's to replace Skype. But why would you replace Skype? Because so many people use Skype. More than Discord, I'm sure.
I think it's the same reasoning as why do you get rid of the desktop version of Skype?
Yeah.
Microsoft is stupid. Anyway,
All I know is it's dumb, and I hope that they have more plans than just
really hope
this
they do.
functionality because that's ridiculous.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
there's-
riot.
there's no
It's so
point to
dumb.
it.
That's so dumb.
That's probably the dumbest thing. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
why even release it? Like, come on. Anyway, so
Yeah, that was definitely a tease there.
there is some good news with Microsoft and Xbox. That this was supposed to be really good news, but
Sorry.
it isn't. So anyway,
There's an Xbox update. Talk about it, Ate.
I want to jump in when Ate said what he wants to say. But go ahead,
Okay.
Ate.
It's essentially like a UI update, you know.
Okay, Robert, you talk about it.
Go ahead, do the UI, and then I'll do the good stuff.
Okay.
UI updates, you know, categories and all that. Another thing they're doing is you now have more options for video output. If you have a
Slow your roll, but continue. Now I'm excited because I think this is what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
That's why. But continue.
All I
Continue.
know is
Continue. Keep
they're
going.
adding 120 hertz.
Damn it!
They're adding 120 hertz output
Ugh.
if your monitor or your
Can
TV
handle it.
can handle it. Yes,
Now, a lot of people don't realize this already.
Whose TV can't handle it?
So they had
a lot of people.
So if you're a PC gamer, you know G-Sync. You know that you can get your computer and your monitor to link together so that every frame is fluid.
Oh, is that like how Discord and Xbox Live
No,
contacts now
it's
link
a better
together?
it's a better linkage. So anyway,
Oh, I was just trying to.
so you can you can play games
So
and
it's
there's
functional.
no just shut up. You can play games and it's super fluid. There's no drop in frames. They go essentially your graphics card produces so many frames and your monitor matches that. AMD came out with their little version of it called FreeSync, a little bit more affordable. Doesn't work quite as well, but Xbox included that in their graphics processing. So if you have an AMD FreeSync capable monitor, your Xbox can now link with that monitor at 120 hertz and give you a seamless gameplay.
Togetherness.
Life is
So-
like a circle.
So go buy that $400 monitor because now you can play games at a high refresh rate and make it look
How does
fluid.
this help TVs? Does it just
If your TV has a high hertz rate, your
it
Xbox
just
can now
outputs automatically?
They did say it does 2K, so 1440p at 120 hertz, which is pretty considerable. But I'm guessing
good.
that maybe that's only the 1X. I don't know if the one can handle all that.
Looks like they've added groups.
that's quite a bit.
Didn't they already have groups? Like I feel like every
Oh,
update.
they added Discord.
No groups.
No.
Like I feel like every time I read an Xbox update, they're saying they added groups. Am I wrong on that? I don't know. Oh, you could group your games in your apps. That's what it is.
Basically what PlayStation did a long time ago.
Oh,
Calm
when they had
down, Claw.
launched.
The
Calm down.
folders.
Yeah.
No, the folders were after.
Hooray. Folders, yeah.
What is Claw saying?
Claw said something inappropriate. But by the way, Claw, I don't like FreeSync. I like G-Sync because NVIDIA is the way to go.
He
And-
says there'll always be good news for Xbox.
And then the thing
Discord.
Yeah, but yeah, Claw, if you're an AMD person, you can go shove it. AMD sucks.
Robert's views and opinions do not necessarily reflect that of CMG.
AMD
LLC.
sucks. LLC.
We are LLC.
LLC.
So, all right, so we'll move on. You can have 120 hertz on Xbox. I actually think that's cool. That's
That is
good.
pretty cool. Like
I'm
that's
down with that.
a big deal, guys.
I'm down with the sickness. All right. Nintendo had a great fiscal year.
Eh.
What do you mean, eh?
No, they actually did.
What do you mean, eh? Are you kidding me?
Transition.
Transition. Talk about it, No Jeans.
Okay, so they last year they didn't do too well. I mean, they did okay, but this year I believe their net profits or whatever was 300 times what it was last year.
500%.
Was it 500?
Okay,
500%.
500% is way different than 300 times. Let's be honest
I'm
about
sorry.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I meant percent.
It's really 5 times.
Five.
But that's
Whatever. You know what I meant.
Nintendo had a comeback year with over $9 billion in revenue. Now, what could have possibly done that for Nintendo between last year and this year? I can't think. Oh,
the Nintendo Labo.
that was it.
Ah, there we
No.
go. I mean, it just came out.
Actually, the Labo actually
Sold pretty well.
outsold the God of War in
What?
Japan.
That-
In Japan.
Oh, in Japan.
No.
Yeah.
So Nintendo had $9 billion in revenue. That's a huge year for anybody, honestly. $9 billion is great. How many units do they sell again?
10 million units, but on
No,
this
that-
little chart it says 9.2.
That's 10 million units of Mario Odyssey.
Oh, that's no Mario Kart Deluxe. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. 9.2 units of Mario Kart Deluxe. The actual 17.8 million units.
Of the Switch. That's
It's quite a bit.
huge.
And that's just in being around for a year, and I guess the entirety of the Wii U they
Yeah.
only sold 13.5 mil, so
And
it's already
that's
past
the-
the Wii U.
And they also made money off of the classics too.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, that unit sold. I mean, that's big. That's
See, the thing I want to point out though, their software
mhm.
is not making nearly as much, or they did not sell nearly as much software as they have on the Wii U. And I think me and Matt talked about this on the way up. Nintendo Switch hasn't done a good job of bringing older titles to the Switch.
Yeah, so you're talking about the eShop.
Yeah, the eShop. So like their software downloads. If you look for the older games, they're not there. Just like you might
Yeah.
find them on the Wii and the Wii U, they're just not on the Switch right now.
And in the Switch's defense, there was nothing to play on the Wii U, so you had to go to the classics on the eShop.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Switch
granted.
has launched at least 4 main titles in a calendar or fiscal year that you want to play. 4 titles that you're like, okay, you got Splatoon, Mario Kart, Zelda, and Mario Odyssey. That's more than what they were doing like in 3 years on the Wii U. Like it. So I mean,
And Yoshi.
and the Yoshi, and then Kirby's coming out, right? Or is it already out?
Oh no, I'm sorry, Kirby.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Do we just want to jump into that? Because that's the next thing. How
Yeah.
well they're doing.
Go for it.
All right. Look at that. There's all kinds of really cool stats about how many units they've sold for these games. Quite a few. Odyssey's sitting pretty at 10.4 million units.
So that
I would
that
have
is
thought
units,
Splatoon
okay.
would have sold more.
Are you serious? Like more than
No.
Odyssey?
No,
No.
Mario's
Oh,
a big
I was
no,
like, Odyssey's
no.
killing it.
More in general, like 6 seems low for.
I mean, look at the
Splatoon.
top
See,
three,
but the
though.
thing is with Splatoon, if you want to play multiplayer, you need 2 Switches. And that they lost a lot of people with that. Because you
If
need
there's
to have
online.
2 Switches. But if you want to play multiplayer with your buddy,
Oh.
you both have to have Switches.
Oh.
Which is kind of difficult.
I mean, it
Alright.
makes sense that Splatoon is fourth since the top 3 is Odyssey,
No,
Mario
no.
Kart Deluxe,
Yeah,
and
those
Zelda.
are the cell.
I'm with you on that. I thought it would have been more because when it came out, it was like the
Okay.
only other game
And
besides
Kirby
Zelda
is
you could play.
barely cracking along.
It
Move
just
your
came
head
out.
out.
It just came out.
Other way. Move the chair. Tilt towards me. 1.26 million. Come on.
Should be higher.
Come on, Kirby.
It'll get there. Didn't it come out like a month ago?
What was the
should be
Kirby
higher.
64 game that everybody played?
It's called Super Smash Brothers.
Shut up. Whatever.
I don't remember. Zoner says they are holding the classics, so the minis are special.
That makes sense.
Oh, but
that makes sense.
Oh, I guess we're still waiting for that N64 re-release, huh? Remember how we talked about that a long time ago? They had plans for it, and we still haven't seen or heard anything about it. Like they got the patent on the N64 controller. Remember?
Yeah, I mean it's R&D. They just
No, but I'm
yeah.
waiting for. I
Not
want it to come
gonna.
out. I want the. back.
Zoner also said $250 million profit from SNES Classic alone. That's huge.
That is pretty big. That's a lot of million.
Klaus says, I wonder how many copies of Minecraft sold on the Switch.
Don't know.
No idea.
Oh my god. Why is that not on here?
You would
Gotta
think
be
it
a
would be.
lot.
Because these are only exclusives,
Oh, okay.
right?
I mean, yeah, it seems like yeah. You're
All
not gonna
right.
Find any of these.
We can move on. Xbox is doing well.
Bam.
That wasn't me being sarcastic.
No,
Claw.
they are
Claw,
doing pretty.
I know
pretty
you
good.
think I was going to just come in here and rip on Xbox. Microsoft's gaming revenue did grow from 18% up to 24%. Sorry, the Xbox gaming revenue grows up 18. Sorry, it grows up 18%. Xbox software and service revenue up 24%. So
That's still good.
They went
That's
up.
a lot of up. A lot of up.
And what, they broke 53 million Xbox Live accounts now, too? That's a lot of millions, like Robert said before.
how many Xboxes have sold?
They never tell you because they don't want
A lot of millions.
to. You basically,
That's a
That's a lot of millions. Man.
53 of them to be exact.
Woo, it's a lot of millions.
you would basically have to look at how much they sold, like money-wise, and then divide that.
Because Xbox is secretive.
Yeah. They don't like
Yeah.
telling how many.
Maybe they
Yes,
don't keep track of that. Maybe you're like, you know what? We had a guy to do that.
His name was Bill Gates, and he left. I don't even know what happened to him.
So ballpark, this is how much.
Yeah, so they've gone up. What's happened in the last year that maybe helped with that?
Xbox One X,
Xbox One
Yeah.
X,
PUBG,
PUBG, and Sea of Thieves. Those are probably your big 3 reasons why it.
and Sea of Thieves
increased.
is already like it was high. It's
Oh.
already coming back down.
Oh, I still
yeah.
love it.
No, it's.
But
They
yeah.
actually have a lot of things coming out for.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And it'll probably bring it back up again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Xbox needs to keep pushing.
Well, right now we're dealing with God of War, so we're just glued
Ooh,
to
yeah,
that.
you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
Once God of War is done, I'm going back to Sea
So?
of Thieves.
So Xbox
So a
doing well.
little upside for Microsoft that they've increased their overall revenue on both gaming and software and services. So
Ooh, I wonder
you have
if-
to do the Game Pass as well. The Game Pass probably helped.
And you need Xbox Live to play Fortnite. So
Yeah. I mean, so you're
that's probably where a lot of it came from too.
yeah. So
I forget,
kudos
do
to
you need PlayStation Plus to play Fortnite? I don't.
I think
you have to.
anything
No.
that has multiplayer gameplay you need.
No,
right?
no. There's a lot of PlayStation Plus free games that you don't need PS Plus to play.
That's annoying.
I didn't know that at all.
I just renewed my PS Plus.
Well, you still
you
need
still
it for the
need it.
games that we play, but
It's so annoying. Anyway,
so they're doing really well. I don't know if they're doing 79 million units sold well.
but who's doing 79 million units
I
sold
don't
well?
know.
Probably the Switch or the PS4. PS4 has released their numbers for their
It's very
overall.
convoluted though. If you're trying to read the numbers online, they switch between dollars to yen to dollars to yen to dollars to
So
yen.
we're ballparking
because
in dollars and yen.
seriously,
here, so we
it's
don't
pretty
really
confusing.
know. PS4 has now sold 79 million, or sorry, shipped 79 million units as of March 31st. That's huge. That means there's the demand for them as well. So
now it has tapered down a little bit because, well, everybody has them. So, and it's we're getting to the tail end of the generation anyway. So most people by now have a PS4, and so there's a very few people that are actually looking for it now.
yeah,
They're still selling though.
yeah. They're saying that
What is
that
it?
the actual sold units is 76.5 million units.
That's a lot of units.
So
a lot of
79 million have shipped. So
millions.
it's a lot of millions.
And it looks like, honestly, I read this chart. I believe that the numbers on this chart behind us, it's thousands, right? But they're in millions of yen.
Yep.
Which is really confusing. So you take this number, you multiply it by a million, and that's the yen, and then you got to find the dollar amount. So let's just talk about the numbers.
Way too much math involved.
In 2016, it looks like their sales were 1649, and then 2017 they went to 1943. So about 300 million increase in yen, whatever that means. Whatever that means, that's their increase.
If anybody listening or watching is confused, don't
So
worry.
are we.
So are we. This
I don't
is
know how
Robert,
much 300 million yen is, but
It's
it
about
sounds
20
like a
bucks.
lot. $20, like
Um,
PlayStation's like, we made $20 this year, guys. Woo!
Claw says I'm going to track that number down.
He's
Oh, that's
talking
what
about
it was, the
Tell me
Minecraft.
what 300 million yen is, Claw.
Claw says Microsoft managed to hold the people who bought an Xbox in the holidays. Yeah, they did good to see it. These Game Pass, that's another thing that helped. We said that those are all good things. But they're still not releasing their numbers because, as Zoner says in the chat, when not in first, hide.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
so thanks, Zoner.
So he also says you do need PS Plus for Fortnite.
Aha.
Well, I wasn't doubting. I just know there's some games out
Yes,
there
you
that
were.
don't.
There was doubt, 100%.
There was doubt in your mind,
That was all kinds of
doubt
doubt.
in your heart.
Doubt.
What do you guys say we get in the nitty gritty?
Okay, nitty gritty, the grittiest of nitties.
Yes.
No Jeans is ready. He's got his beautiful Bertha here.
Got
No,
his-
no, it's
his
Bonnie.
grit knitter.
Bonnie. Oh,
Yeah.
it's Bonnie.
It's Bonnie. I thought it was
Bonnie
Steve the
the-
Warhacks, but
no,
okay.
no, Bonnie the Leviathan War. Axe.
So this is Bonnie and his beard's Clyde. So God of War came out. Now we were looking for a nitty gritty. If you don't know what the nitty gritty is, this is where we really get into the nits and the grits,
The nits
of,
and the grits.
of the situation. We break down a situation, a topic, a video game. Ate's throwing his axe around. I hope he can recall it like in God of War.
That's such an awesome feeling too. When it comes back, it's like,
Thor did it.
Exactly. So we break down something, and we were looking for a really good topic in gaming news to kind of go through. And as I was going through, it was like God of War, God of War, God of War, God of War gets this, God of War gets 8 points.
Like
Gets
GOW. I'm like, Gears of War, no, God of War.
God of War, God of War, God of War. So I thought we could do God of War,
Yeah, good.
God of War.
It's
I'm
necessary.
good with that.
God of War.
God of War.
So
God
what
of
is
War.
God of War? God of War
God
is a
of
video
War is
game.
life. God of War is everything.
God of War started on the PS2 and originally set in Greece. It was the Greek mythology of this very angry Spartan man that was the leader of armies and then was the go-to number one for Ares, the god of war. And then I'm giving spoilers, by the way, from the PS2 era. So yeah, he takes down Ares himself and becomes the god of war.
At the end of that game.
At the end of that game.
Yeah, there's a lot between that. But
Yeah, there's a lot. So I'm giving you the highlights. Then he becomes, and at the end,
well,
he gets.
I think a good highlight is why is he white and red?
Oh, why is he white and red? And in this one, he's not really white, huh?
No, he is.
Okay.
He is.
So why is he
Hey,
white
look
and
at the
red?
pictures right there.
'Cause
His family, or Ares, forced him to kill.
No, tricked him.
Tricked him into, which is a way of
Which is
forcing.
the same thing.
Yeah.
No, there's a difference.
Okay. Tricked him into taking down a village and burning a village down that he didn't realize his family was in.
Yep. And then, what was it?
And then when
wit-
he became his servant, and that made him his full servant, and the ashes. Who did the ashes thing? Was it?
It was a A mystic, I forget.
I thought it was Athena. Or
So he wears the ashes of his dead family.
those are
Yes.
the ashes.
That is brutal.
And
Yeah,
and the,
oh my
the
God.
tattoo is
it
the blood.
Oh
is the blood
my
of his
God.
family.
Jeez.
For him to always remember that he was so power hungry that he followed Ares into literally killing his family.
Which made him
mean,
even more angry, so he went on a rampage.
So then he went on a
started killing
rampage after Ares. So now you know why he took down Ares at the end of game 1.
the Oracle. That's right,
It's
the Oracle.
The
did
Oracle.
that.
Somebody said the Oracle.
So your mom likes to put in here that 300 million yen is actually 2,751,000,000. So I'm pretty sure.
That's not a.
I don't think that's accurate.
That's not a billion, sir.
That's a million.
Oh God, I thought that was a comma. You're right. Okay, that makes sense then.
Okay.
2.75 million, which is not bad.
Anyways, back to God of War.
Okay.
So then God of War 2, he's got to go and what's that one? You have to find is that the Pandora's Box one? I think that's Pandora's Box
I
one.
haven't played them, so okay.
And then
oh yeah, it is.
yeah, and
It's
then and the whole thing about God of War, it's hack and slash. You got these chains, the chains of Olympus. That's what they're called,
Blades
right?
of Chaos.
Blades of Chaos. Sorry, yeah.
Don't ruin the first game for me. I don't know where he gets these things from.
The
Come
Blades
on,
of
guys.
Chaos, and they're basically these blades that are chained to his arms that
Chaotic.
he can't remove. They were put on by by Ares, and he uses them and he swings them around, and it's hack and slash, and you just wreck everything
Are there
inside.
puzzles as well?
And
Yes.
there's tons of puzzles, which are awesome.
I can't believe you hadn't played this game.
Yeah,
Because I never had a PlayStation.
puzzles, platforming, and quick time events when you're taking down a boss or whatever. Really, really great stories all the way through to the end. Where spoilers, God of War 3, you're pretty much taking down all of the gods.
It's like, F it, I'm done.
I mean,
Like,
you make
Actually,
Hercules
yeah.
a punk.
well, I mean,
Poseidon-
he's a
Poseidon-
demigod.
Poseidon.
But, you know.
Well, then you take down Poseidon.
And
You
that's
take
one.
down.
How about Kronos?
Kronos. Don't you take down? Well, Kronos is in God of War 2. Kronos is the one that he's already chained. But I don't know if you. You do fight him. You do fight Kronos in the third one.
Oh, that's cool.
The third one's introduce the Titans
Yeah.
and all that.
Oh my God.
You take down what's Mother Earth, Giada or
Gaia.
Gaia.
Yeah.
Gaia.
Jeez.
Wow.
I couldn't remember her name.
Yeah. That's not what I thought the name of Mother Earth was. Thank God. I was like, guy, I get that.
I
one.
was a syllable of Gia and Gaia.
I
I
thought
mean, I
you
was
were-
pretty close.
I thought you were gonna say jihad for a second. I'm like, no, that is not the name of
That's
Mother
God of War
Earth.
5.
So
Take notes.
he has a reputation, obviously, and he decided to live his life out on Earth and not ascend to the level of God because he didn't like the hypocrisy. And
So like Disney Hercules.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But you find out he's basically a demigod himself. Well,
no, he is a god.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
By taking over or by defeating Ares, he is a god.
Yeah, but he stepped down from.
No, he's still technically a god.
I think he's a demigod. Okay, whatever. Somebody clear that up. Zoner,
Is one of his parents a god?
if I remember correctly, isn't Zeus his father?
Spoiler alert.
Didn't they say that? I think they said that in God of War 3.
Okay, then he's a
So
demigod.
he's a demigod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by overthrowing a god,
Shut up, he's a demigod.
Yeah.
raised him up there.
Well, yes, but he. Okay, so
Well, you know, yeah, same things like Hercules. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
because he can get old, as you see in the new ones. So he's not a full god because they're immortal. He stepped down from that. So
literally sounds like Hercules.
Zoner says Kratos is a god. So, but yeah, he's got an old body, so it's.
Queros. Thanks.
Anyways, so he had all this stuff. He had all these. I was trying to remember where I was going with this.
So
he had a reputation for being a very angry person that fights gods, right?
Patient for violence. Got it.
And all we know about this new one is that now he's in this Norse mythology era, and he's older.
He moves to Midgard.
He moves to Midgard. He's got a beard and everything.
And now
You have this happening. This scene is
he also has what,
Sad.
guys? He has
A son.
Son.
he has a son.
Atreus.
He has a son, Atreus, that comes out of
A dope
nowhere.
name.
Also
that,
known as Boy.
yeah,
Boy.
boy. That's what he calls him. He goes,
Come on,
boy.
Boy.
This is the new chapter, and I've only gotten so far.
Okay.
But what I can tell you is, that's not really a spoiler, is that he's here now because you can see it in the trailers.
Boy.
the people in Midgard, the Norse gods, have realized that he is here.
Because he was basically trying to hide the whole time.
Yeah, he
trying to
was
get away
hiding.
from that life.
Yeah, he was hiding. He had set down some roots. He has a son. He has a wife. All this stuff, right? And they've found him. Ergo, lots of problems and a new God of War story can start.
He's just trying to get away from it.
Yeah, and
He paid his.
I mean, it's not really a spoiler because they show it in all the trailers. Basically, the mother dies.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah,
it was
like-
in that trailer. Yeah,
Yeah,
she dies.
literally. Like.
Yeah.
So the whole point of this game is you're trying to, the last wish of the mother was to take her ashes and spread them on the highest peak.
With the son, though, the
With the
son has to be there. Because it's part of his
So
as
this
kind of
whole
coming of
journey
age thing,
is
yeah.
going through all of these things just
So
to do that.
The mom's wish puts them in so much danger.
What a
Well, no,
selfish.
I was just thinking that. I was like, really? Like, I'm sorry.
it's-
Is the ocean not a good enough place to put her ashes? No. Go to the highest mountain that's covered with enemies and then do it there.
Well, to be
So-
fair,
Is there
that
really a way
that
to be-
wish was before they found out that he was a god.
So
Fine,
yeah,
fine,
even his
fine.
son doesn't know really who he is.
So
like,
his son is like a quarter god.
well, he's
A
you can tell.
demigod.
I figured out some things, so I'm not going to give away things. But
Yeah,
Dang
we
it.
we try not to be spoilers.
yeah,
Okay.
so
heavy.
I was gonna say. Oh, so I don't remember what I was saying.
Good job. Okay, so.
Obviously, this game is a bit different. You're dealing with
Oh, that's what I was
Ooh,
saying.
look at that.
you're dealing with an axe instead of the blades of chaos.
Yeah, he doesn't have the blades anymore.
Got a very
He's
Norse-friendly
no
axe.
longer basically prisoner of the gods in any way. He doesn't have to have those things. He has an axe, the Leviathan axe, and let me tell you, that thing's awesome.
Yep.
How do you feel about the game?
Well,
Let's talk about the. You've played a lot of it.
yes.
I've played about 4 hours now.
Out of last
No, you'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
How do you? I'll go to how after, but how do you feel the game is in comparison to the old ones?
Okay, it is different, obviously.
Yes.
Before you had hack and slash, you had chaining things together. You still have that,
To an extent.
but instead of like a top-down view, you have an over-the-shoulder view.
Mm-hmm.
It does make the camera a little bit different, so it's more you have to be really situationally aware of your surroundings. You have to know everything, whereas the prior ones, you didn't have to worry about where enemies were, and you can
Yeah.
attack and all that.
Was the previous ones more like top down? Like
It
you
was.
could see
Yeah, the
around
other ones
you?
were top down. You swing
this
your
one's still more of a
blades
third
around.
person view. So
This
you gotta,
one's
Like a Gears of War view.
third
Okay,
person,
okay.
but like right over the like right here.
Oh,
like,
snap. So you
it's-
really got to be aware. Okay.
Yeah, so you got to be really where it's and as Honor's saying is it's not really hack and slash. You can play it fast enough where it has that hack and slash feel,
Yes.
but it's definitely more now of a action adventure fantasy RPG feel. It is beautiful. I'm telling you, I don't have a PS4 Pro.
But I do.
This is probably the prettiest game
And on the PS4 Pro, it is
I have
amazing.
ever played.
I've seen one scene online, and
With-
it's like a 30-second scene.
Of
Somebody playing it live, and I'm going to ruin this for people because they didn't really ruin it for me.
spoilers.
All I'm going to say,
don't give spoilers.
aw, but it's so good.
But I want to play through the game.
But the kid's a badass.
Oh,
All I can say, the kid's a badass. That's
Okay,
fine.
so-
that's good.
Fine.
No, so they're training. So the whole story is
Don't
Kratos,
be a spoiler.
Kratos training his son to hunt and be prepared. And basically, there's some events that happen that force them to move on and go on this trek before Kratos feels that his son is prepared.
Yeah.
So
Now,
go ahead.
go ahead.
I screwed up last night,
What
Kill
did
and
us
you
all.
do?
I hope Jillian's watching. I'm gonna just put it on record that I made a huge error last night. This was
What did you do?
a life lesson I have
Oh,
learned
did you let
from.
Did you
Oh,
let
you let
Jude watch
Jude
the game?
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm not that
okay.
Oh, that's all I was like, dude.
No. I love playing games on hard.
Oh,
I love playing games on the hardest setting.
no.
Let me tell you.
Is
No.
it not possible?
Let me tell you. So Jillian's sitting there, and there's 4 levels.
Okay.
There's the give me the game. That's what they call it,
easy peasy.
right?
Okay.
Which is like, you just want to get through the game. You just want the story.
It's like a story
Give me the story,
mode,
yeah. The other one's give me balance or something. And so you want that balanced gameplay where it's like, okay, you have
It's
some
fun
story.
still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fine. Then there's give me a challenge, which is like,
Which I started.
which
at.
is the
last
hard level,
Give me
right?
a heart attack.
No, it's
No.
give me God of War. And I'm like,
Well, I obviously want to play God of War.
obviously, I want to play God of War.
And the
What
thing
else am I in this for if not to play God of War?
I'm not playing a game called God of Balance.
Yeah,
This is
this
God
is-
of War.
This isn't God of Hello Kitty. Let's do this. So-
And one of the bad things too about that mode, the hardest mode, is you can't change it once
Robert,
you start the
I'm
game.
handing this to you. Can you put that in?
Oh, you
Password.
would.
Yeah,
You
once
would.
once you start that mode, you cannot change it unless you start a whole new game.
That is
Yes.
brutal.
Yes, that's
So
how
if you
hard
start
it-
another mode, can you change it?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
So-
if I went on easy and then changed it to God of War, could I not change it back after?
No.
No.
The
You-
first 3 levels.
Are the only ones you can switch between?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Once you're in this level, you cannot switch out of or to. Like
That's
you can't. So
freaking brutal.
So I was like, you know what? I could do this.
Can
I've
you?
played it. I've played. Halo has the 4 levels. They have the 3, 1, 2, 3, and then that's the hardest. And then you unlock the legendary.
Yeah.
I've been through legendary.
Okay.
I've got the Gears of War. You get the 1, 2, 3, and then what the epic or
Yeah,
whatever.
continue.
Yeah. So I've done that. I played this.
It's a bad idea.
I spent an hour trying to get through the first fight scene.
I thought you were gonna be like, I spent an hour trying to equip my axe.
No.
I just couldn't get it.
I spent an
I had to
hour.
actually mine it and like.
It's like he's like,
it's just too
I'm-
realistic.
Really good at these games, right? I love story. I love playing I love the challenge. I like feeling like I'm actually feeling what that person's feeling to get through, like the trials and tribulations to get through the game, right? It took me 40 minutes to get through the first fight where you first use your axe against the first, what they call Draugrs.
Just the Draugrs.
Literally just the first.
Okay.
Wow.
now do you feel like it was because you weren't doing a certain mechanic?
No, at
Or
first,
is
no.
it-
So at first it was because they don't explain what the buttons are.
Yeah,
I had
so
to
you're
look at
just
the
like trying to
controls. I'm
figure
like,
it out, yeah.
oh, I do have an evade. Okay, oh, I have a block. And so like once I did that, I'm like, oh, I got this. No,
No.
abort. No, the first Draugrs, which are the easiest like basic characters.
Yeah.
40 minutes to get through that wave where they're explaining the controls. Oh, you can evade. Use this to block. And then I got to the next ones. And the whole time, by the way, Jillian warned me. She's like, don't you think by the fact they're telling you can't go back that
Something
that
serious is
that
about
this
to
is
happen?
serious?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Sounds serious.
and so me, I'm like, silly woman. Like, no. I'm like,
You know not of what you
not
speak.
of what you speak. No. So I looked at her and I'm like, do you not know who you're married to? Like, I play the
Your
hardest
mom
mode.
has the best response to that, by the way.
So last note says, see what pride does to you, Matthew. I said, I have played Legendary. Let me tell you my accolades, okay? They call me Dread Pirate, the Legendary Warrior, the
beat
Epic
Minecraft on that,
Slayer, the Ring Bearer. I went to the
Destroyer of worlds.
Destroyer of Worlds. I went to the Hobbit level with her explaining my accolades. By the time I got to the second Draugrs in the temple, when you follow the deer into the temple, I was like, and I was trying to fight them. I put it down and I said, this isn't going to happen. I was just like, no, this is not going to happen.
The man who can't beat drugs.
Yeah. And I was like, honestly, I could get through every one of these fights. I know I could. But every one of those fights is going to take me, no matter if they're the most basic to the hardest, minimum 40 minutes to an hour per basic fight. I was like, this is, and what it is basically is they just don't take damage. Like
They deal.
You'll
Yeah,
hit them,
they
they'll deal a lot of damage, but then you barely do any to
Yeah,
them.
you
Oh
get
my
hit like
God.
twice and you're dead.
So you've
like,
got to continually like perfectly do everything.
you have to evade, you have to block, you have to evade, and then just keep throwing more enemies on. So I I tried it. Luckily, and mind you, I had been playing for an hour now, and I didn't even get past where you fight the second set of Draugrs in the temple, right?
Which is
Yeah, that is.
I didn't even get to meet my son yet.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
this is
you met your son.
ridiculous.
So I turned to her. I said, "I'm sorry," and I started a new game. And I
Balanced?
played, and I did the hard one.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Come
I don't know. I'm like, dude, I would have been
Well, no,
freaked
no.
out after that. I'm like, okay, balanced.
I started on hard as well.
Okay.
But then there gets to some parts where you're like, okay, I have to drop down.
The troll part was difficult at first because I didn't know there were certain things like they didn't tell you could sprint until that one. I'm like, so like
the troll.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But let me tell you, I switched to that 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, I was past the points that
40 minutes took you.
Of an hour because it took 20 minutes on the second one. 5 minutes, I passed the part of what took me an hour in that give me God of War mode. That thing is difficult, and power to anybody that has done that.
I bet you someone's already beaten the game on the God of War mode online.
It takes so freaking long just for each
commitment.
battle. Yeah, and I don't have that time. I wanted to get through the story, so I'm playing it on hard. But
you might at some point later on drop down to balance because there are some because I played hard like the first day and got through about 6 hours of it, and then got to some areas where it was like, okay, I have to drop it down.
I fought the stranger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's easy.
And that was fun. I liked that, and I think I know who he is.
The Stranger Danger.
Stranger Danger. Danger, Will Robinson.
Oh
Danger.
God, don't you dare. We're not talking about Lost in Space right now.
Why not? Why not?
Okay, so a quick 2-minute little side convo.
No.
Okay.
I rewatched the Lost in Space movie on Netflix.
From like 1999 or 2001.
And
whatever it is.
Joey from Friends, is playing the pilot. Holy crap, is he the worst actor in that movie? Like, I thought when I was a kid that he was such a badass, right? There's a scene when they first get on the ship and the family, the Robinsons, are all getting in their little sleep pods, right? And there's one that's the doctor, and they're all like in the same room, so they're all within earshot.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody's like, "Okay, you got it, pilot. Let's do this." Pilot looks over at the doctor. He runs over to her. He's like, "Is there room in this pod for 2?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
Okay, but did it work?
No, but like the whole family heard him. I was like, "What are you trying to do?"
Did
like
the pickup line work?
No.
Okay, then
it was
yeah,
like the worst pickup line, and you're trying to save the human species, and that's what you do in front of her family. Like,
what in all reality, what he should have done is, "How you doing?" That's what he should have
done. How you doing? Yeah, exactly. That would have been fine. That would have been a funny cameo. But the whole, the worst acting in that movie. Like, my God.
Sorry. Okay.
Anyway, so
and we're back. God of War.
God of War.
All right. Okay. I love the game. So far, I love the game. I love the feel. It is not hack and slash. What I don't like, and I don't know if because I haven't gotten into it yet, the serious lack of quick time stuff.
Oh no, because
wait, Apple QuickTime?
No, shut up.
Yes, Apple QuickTime. QuickTime events were like the troll. Not giving spoilers. You know there's going to be a troll you have to fight because it's in every single...
like QuickTime, hit X before this happens.
Yes,
okay, that kind of fight scene.
QuickTime
event. Got it.
The first one you beat, you just hit R3 or whatever it is, and you just kill him. Whereas before, it was like from an ogre to whatever. Everyone you do when you do a QuickTime event, you got to do this. Okay, now you do this.
So they were brought out long executions, right?
Yeah,
where
but
it's,
even
really
when it was
cool.
basic, it was a 2 to 3 button QuickTime where it wasn't as long, and then you get to the gods that you're killing,
and it's 15 button QuickTime, flying around.
Scroll, yeah. So I haven't gotten to a true QuickTime, and that's making me sad. So is it coming?
So yes,
good.
There are QuickTime events, but they're not as in depth as they used to be.
Stop. Hold the phone. Brezik says hi. Just wanted you to know.
Hi, Brezik.
Hi, Brezik.
Hey,
Keep going.
Anyway, continue.
Sorry. Like our chat is live, so we will respond to it every once in a while. Go ahead.
They have certain QuickTime events, maybe 2 to 3 button presses.
2 to 3. Sorry, Zonner's caught me off guard now. He says, Matt, you and I are the only ones who like the QuickTime events.
What?
People look at that as a negative now.
I think they're awesome, but maybe because they're overdone, because it's done in a lot of different games.
I don't know.
But God of War is the one that they're the ones that made that huge. They're the ones that revolutionized that for developing it as the main part of a game. And then you had people that tried doing it was the Rome game on Xbox 360. Force Unleashed was doing so. For me personally, I had no idea that was the thing. Is that going to the chat? Is that how you guys feel? You don't like the QuickTime?
Hey, you know what? That's a chat lobby ask question.
Yeah, you guys tell us because I love the quick time. So you're telling me it's only like 2-3 button quick times?
Yeah, it's more without giving away stuff. There's some minor ones but they did incorporate a lot more executions in the game. Whereas before you just kill people and that was pretty much it.
Are there executions when you're holding the axe? Because
yeah.
Okay, because I noticed the stun thing, the stun bar, when you hit them with the axe, they said it doesn't get that stun bar up, so there's a reason to use that. But then it's like, I'm not using my axe. So are there enemies that you can use the axe to get that stun bar up well enough that you can do an execution with them? Or
also use Atreus.
Oh, to shoot them?
Mm-hmm.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because I want to use it more, and like, for me personally, I'm like, why do I even need to drop the axe? Why does it give me the option to go to my fist? And then I saw, this axe doesn't work against these people or whatever. So it made sense. Brezik says God of War is a 10 out of 10 game. Shame I don't have a PS4. Get on it, man or woman. Brezik, God of War is amazing. Everybody should have a PS4.
Well, maybe we should continue this topic and do our chat lobby asks about God of War.
I mean, we can keep going. Are you done saying everything?
If you got more, go for it.
He's got more. Yeah.
My bad.
So the sound's amazing.
The sound.
That's
cool. Okay.
Not just the music, but the Foley.
But not every game does that well.
Dude, let me tell you, when that the first, just that alone, I'm like, oh, this sounds.
He's just like, oh.
No, everything sounds really good. And
yeah.
If you have a good sound system, it's even better.
Zoner says press R3 when the enemy turns red. Oh, I know that, but I'm killing them before.
Come on, Matt.
I'm killing them before that gets to that red point, unless I switch to my fists. That's why I was kind of bugged about.
Yeah.
Unless I slow play them. What's the one from Joe Dirt?
I don't remember.
Is it mic 1, mic 2? Check. They both work. Or see something.
Let's see. Obviously, the graphics are amazing.
It's
absolutely
amazing.
Playing on the Pro.
Oh, I can't wait.
4K.
And a 4K. Ooh.
So you said you're gonna get that God of War PS4 Pro, huh?
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
I mean, it looks better in person than in the pictures.
Looks really awesome in person.
The story, and I know you're not too far into it, but the story is awesome.
So far, I've loved every minute of the story. So far, I absolutely love it, and I love
how pretty that is.
The way they made the stranger, who I'm pretty sure I know who he is, look like that Viking show from like what's it, AMC or A&E or whatever. They look very
called Vikings.
You never heard of it?
No, it's literally called Vikings. You said that Viking show. It's called Vikings.
Yeah, I was saying the Viking show for back the part that I was unsure of what channel it was on.
What channel. Yeah, called Vikings.
But
I've never seen it. But yeah.
They're kind of going for that look of the people in it, and it's very
For people.
It's cool. It changes the whole feel of it. The whole thing. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's cool. It's really cool. People have the tattoos and it's
the runes and all that.
Yeah, the runes on their bodies, and like it. The whole feel of the game feels like, yeah, you stepped into a God of War, but you stepped into a different feeling, like a different God of War, like a different world, They didn't rest on their laurels from before.
Yeah.
They definitely made a game that is completely different and still amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it is a time sink. Once you start playing, you're not going to want to stop, unless of course it's like 2 in the morning.
I had to stop myself last night. Like I was going to keep going. I'm like, and like Jillian's like, and can we go? And here's the part that sucks for me. I've got kids, so I can't play till after they go to bed, because you cannot play that game in front of a 4-year-old and a 9-month-old. So, I should probably play in front of the 9-month-old because I'm not watching the TV. But it's the 4-year-old that really you can't.
Dude, the sounds, everything. You're gonna impart things you don't want to impart.
And there is some language on there too.
Yeah.
When you meet other people.
9-month-old. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt.
Brezik says, I respect God of War because Santa Monica was able to make it without any loot boxes, microtransactions, or multiplayer. Amen. That's the sign of a game that's really good. When you can,
good game,
you can sell the copies, you can make people invested, and you don't need all of that stuff. Like, if they came out with a DLC expansion later, which I don't think they'll do because it's not God of War style.
No.
I'd obviously pay for it, but They don't need to. The God of War games are so good they don't need to.
So cool. Buy it.
Unless
I'm gonna buy it.
Unless
You
they
have to.
unless
Probably
they,
play it tonight, to be honest.
It's so you have to play it.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna buy it tonight. Damn it.
and you'll enjoy it.
I know I will.
You should play the Give Me God of War mode. Just saying.
Hey, just try it.
Just try it.
Works, you know?
No, don't try it.
I'll stream it. I'll just be cursing online like,
Let's-
oh God,
Yeah,
come on.
it's brutal.
They might do DLC if they use somebody else's character.
So, do you miss anything about the old ones?
I catch myself using the old controls.
Yeah, me too.
So
I'm glad I haven't played it then. I won't
Yeah.
catch myself doing that.
I looked at Jillian one time. I'm like, I keep pressing the wrong button.
Yeah,
And it's because
'cause
I know God of War.
the old God of War's square was light attack, triangle was heavy attack, and you would chain them together, and then you tried to even now it's R1 and R2, which is not much different, but you still
Can you not change the controls?
And actually, you can.
There we go.
You can change the controls to the classic style with that same button mapping.
Then do that.
I don't want to.
Because why? Ate's stubborn.
Because
you don't know that about Ate.
No, because the old controls lend for better
Hack and slash.
and whereas these new controls are a bit more shootery because you're having to aim everything, and it's
it's different.
But you're not shooting.
Also,
you actually can throw your axe.
Yeah,
and
you
all
can
that.
throw-
Whoa!
yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Throwing your axe, and it like freezes the people when you hit them, and then calling it back to you like Thor's freaking Mjolnir. It's awesome. And I remember one time I went up to this wall, and it was a breakable wall that I needed my axe for, and I forgot I had thrown my axe somewhere. And
I do that
I
too sometimes.
just walked away, and I'm like, where's my axe? Like I need to break a wall, right? I'm like, where's my?
just call
it. That's right. So you press triangle, call it.
It takes forever.
But it was the most badass thing because as I'm there, it goes, whoosh, and as it hits my hand, it caused this like shock wave. It goes, whooshing, boom, and the literal wall just boom, like freaking blasts out. And I was like,
You just made the mic pop with
I
your
know.
excitement.
nice. And I was like, okay, that was badass. I'm actually glad I left my axe over there.
So
Mooney Girl said no spoilers.
yeah, because Brezik was asking if
Oh.
you can say spoilers. Not
No,
yet.
Yes, please. No
I
spoilers.
mean, like, if
please.
it's in the chat, though.
No.
No.
Just keep it.
We're-
Alright.
This game just
Respect
came
the
out.
people. 6 months to a year. Go for it.
Yeah.
What? Nuh-uh.
Give respect.
Like
the
a
people.
month.
I would say a
I'd
month
say at
to
least
2 is
Um,
respectable.
So.
Joker dies. All right,
The
so-
Joker dies in the end. You can say that spoiler.
I think we should move on to the chat lobby ask, but maybe about this game.
Yeah.
So their opinions on this game.
Yeah. If you want us to convince you to play this game and you're not convinced that you want the game because they've done God of War so many times, like I had a friend tell me that I don't want to play this game. I've played God of War. They're just
not the same
they're
game.
just spitting out God of Wars now like
Spitting out. No.
yeah no
Stupid.
it was dumb.
But then he watched it for like 5 minutes, and he's like, okay, now I want it.
No, and
Yeah.
I was trying to respect his opinion and go, it's nothing like the old ones. It's like them in that it's God of War,
Just
but
Brandon.
no,
No, it's not Brandon. It would be something Brandon would
yeah.
say. 100%.
But I said, just before playing it, I'm like, it's a new place, new gods, new story. You're gonna see a different God of War, a different Kratos, because
He's father.
he's a father now. You could see
A
how
stern,
he's
but stern father.
He's a good father.
He's a good father.
He's a father.
You're seeing a different dynamic of Kratos that you never saw before. So this is not. It's not the same story. It can't be the same story. There's so many things that have changed that the dynamic of the game has to change. So I don't understand why you wouldn't be excited to try the new one. If you try and don't like it, okay, you're dead to me. But at least you tried it. You're not just saying they're resting on a. And let me tell you, there is no part of this game that you could remotely say they're resting on their laurels.
Can I call him Papa Kratos?
You can. Papa Kratos.
Papa Kratos.
Yeah.
Come on, Papa Kratos.
It's like Papa Smurf, but deadlier.
Yeah, but deadlier. Papa Kratos.
All right, so yeah, let's get into the chat lobby asks, or as we like to call it, the Claw, because this is named actually after one of our fans, our second fan.
And one of the
Oh,
mods.
yeah. We
And one
haven't
of our
heard from
mods.
our first fan in a long time.
She's in the Discord once in a while.
Yeah.
Gotta see how she's doing. Man, that's
Yeah,
been a
she
while.
works
Speaking of
Saturdays.
Discord, go on.
Oh, good. He's gonna plug your Discord in there. If you want to join our Discord and talk to us during the week,
Please do.
We'll talk
We get
with you.
bored, so
Yeah,
I mean, we need people to talk to.
we get bored. We like talking video games. We
We
love
do.
playing video games. If you want to play with us, our Discord lets you know what we're playing.
Oh, is Wicked Minds close enough to be a guest on the next
Yeah,
podcast?
he's over here.
Oh, then yes, please. That would be fun.
Sure.
We are 100% for that.
Come over.
Make it to the studio by 11, and you'll be on the podcast.
10:30.
True. Yes. 10:30.
Yeah, we named this after him. We kind of paid homage to him by calling it. We actually were trying to figure out what acronym would fit with Claw and CLA. That's how he spells his name. And we got Chat Lobby Ask. And this is the time where we let you, the chat, ask us any questions you would like about anything at all regarding the show, our company, video games, whatever. But we are going to kind of direct the questions now towards God of War, if you want to know anything about God of War.
A big deal.
Spoiler free, though.
Spoiler free questions.
If you want to know how to do something, we'll be as vague as possible, yet somewhat illuminary.
All right, good stuff. Good.
What?
Hook and Mind says he'll be here. So we'll give you guys, we kind of started off giving you guys 30 seconds to kind of get a question in, and then we see how it goes from there. So this has lasted for literally 30 seconds or a half an hour before.
Yeah.
So it's worth the $60?
Oh, yeah.
It's,
oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's...
All right. I guess I'll buy it.
It is.
You will not be disappointed.
I want to talk to Senior Leche. Senior Leche, how you been, buddy? Let's see. What's he doing in the chat?
Dropping them CMG.
Is that what is that hype thing?
That's from another channel.
That looks like the pill guy from Osmosis Jones.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Another way you can ask us questions is you can go to our Discord, which is now in the chat.
Ask us questions.
Twitter.
Facebook. You can ask Ate about his beard.
DMs, comment on our post, comment on our YouTube channel, whatever you want, and we respond.
We actually do. Surprising, right? I know. It's crazy. I know we're celebrities, guys, but we take the time to respond to the peons. Don't worry.
You're right.
We take the time.
Anyways, so I don't know if you guys have anything to
I'm waiting for Senior
say.
Leche to comment and to talk about his day in his life, because I miss that guy.
Oh, by the way, congratulations.
A day in the life of
Congratulations.
Senior Leche.
Congratulations, Senior Leche, getting your affiliate.
Yay! He's a
Woo!
Twitch affiliate. Good
Yep.
job, man.
Oh, Brezik.
What do you think of the Leviathan axe?
I think Ate likes it.
Ate likes it so much he brought his own.
Well, it's his honors, but yeah.
BYOLA.
Biola?
Yeah, bring your own Leviathan axe.
Guys are idiots.
I can tell you I missed the chains.
Yeah.
Ate, throw the axe and see if it comes back.
No.
Throw it at
Throws at the camera.
at
The camera knocks over. Like,
that'd be a good way to end the stream. I do miss the chains at times. I fell in love with the chains, and I miss being able to swing them and have that range and pull people towards me and jump and spin and this. It has its own feel.
You're still early in the game.
Okay, I'm early, and its ranged attack really does nothing for me. It's kind of cool, but I don't need it. So
no, you do.
Yeah, I know later on it's going to get better.
Even in the beginning, because you can use it to freeze enemies in
Just
place.
don't know that you need it.
But it's not to me, it's not as satisfying yet as with a chain and hitting them from. So it's I don't know.
So what is it? Just magic now? It's just guess what? Here it comes back.
Well,
but go ahead.
I mean, two.
I'm gonna give it to game. Yeah.
You have Atreus as your range guy.
Yeah.
You really have to use him. If I'm gonna give any tips, I would say upgrade Atreus as much as possible.
I have to remember to use him, because when I'm fighting Draugrs, I don't care. I'm just.
So he's good though.
He is good. He's probably the best AI
So is it
helper.
possible to upgrade him enough to where he's stronger than you are?
No.
So Atreus just defeating
Donner
everything?
says, I'm with Matt. Love the axe, but miss the chains. Yeah, there's a part of me that's it feels like part of you's gone. You're Kratos and you spent what I played.
Well, that's the whole point of it. I mean, he's leaving that
He's different,
behind.
yeah. And so I get it. Brezik says, change is good. It is good. It brings a completely different feel to the game, and I love it. It's a good game. I did not stop playing that game last night and feel like I wasted my time. I loved all of it.
Now, are you also upgrading your axe as far as runes go and all
Here's
of that?
my question. How the heck do I use anything in that game?
Okay.
I've got 5,000 hack silver.
That's nothing.
But I don't know what it's for.
If you don't know what it's for yet, I can't tell you.
Okay. So now, and then I've got all this XP that I can't put towards anything.
Yes, you can. XP is how you upgrade your skills.
Come on, bro.
Okay, but when I'm looking at the skills, it says 0 out of whatever. But when I look at the top right next to my hack silver, there's how much XP I have, and it's like 600 something or whatever. Like it's whatever I have up there. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong because it doesn't give me any option to upgrade anything
Game
yet.
glitched. Matt has to start all over again.
It's
No.
not that. So if you can't do it yet, there's a reason why.
Got it. That's what I was hoping.
So
Yeah.
get to the point where you are able to upgrade yourself. I guess there's a
Got
point
it.
in the game where that happens.
Yes,
Okay.
there is.
Okay. All right then. Nice.
But also too with your axe, you see how there's like slots on it. On
yeah,
the
the different runes. Yeah,
Yeah, make sure you upgrade those, and you can actually upgrade
I'd
those.
love to.
Yeah. Well, at some point you will be able
Yeah.
to.
Got it. All right. So
Yeah.
God of
God of
War
War,
is
great
awesome.
game.
God of War. I haven't seen Claw in a while, so he must have left the second we started talking about God of War.
Well, it's
Claw.
9 o'clock his time. He might be going to bed.
Yeah. All right.
What a baby.
Anyways, great game, great fun. This has been the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 48.
Man, 48. Jeez.
I know.
I was like looking at that. And I was like, have we really done 48 of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few. But
All
yeah.
right.
I
You
think
didn't say
we're-
48. But
I don't
it's
want to.
All right.
It's Honor's thing.
That's Honor's thing.
God,
All
I'm
right.
tired of it.
Man's stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's good. That's good.
I'm sure that's
Yeah,
a God of War
Brock,
reference that I don't know yet. So
You guys don't know.
Yep. I don't know. Anyways. So this has been the Casual Misfits Gaming, episode number 48. You can follow us on Twitter at CMG_Gamecast, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, all at Casual Misfits Gaming.
as it should be, but
As it should be.
sorry, Twitter.
That's it. Follow us, like, subscribe, download.
Be the best that you can be.
Be
And
the
then-
best. Be the best you.
Be
that
the best
can be.
you.
Also, too,
Have
on,
a great
on-
week.
hold on. Also, too, on YouTube, we do have extra stuff that we don't have here on Twitch.
Yeah.
So if you want extra stuff, go to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe.
Extra stuff is always good, right?
Extra stuff.
Anyways, Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast, episode number 48. I'm Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. With me, as always, with Bonnie and Clyde, we had...
I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans.
And on the end...
And Robert over here, also known as Rob Dog, 1991.
Rob Dog, 1991.
And now I'm
yeah.
just keeping that because now it's just part of me, whether
That's
I
not
like it or
bad.
not.
Same.
like
FaZe
it.
wants to know when the next CMG LAN is. No idea yet, my friend.
We should get on planning that though because
Okay.
we need to do something.
Yeah,
And
we
that
do.
would be
All right.
that would be the next thing we put our effort into.
All right.
So yeah. Peace out, everybody.
Podcast, episode number 48. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.